Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Let me tell you something right now. Before we get into it, this is not a look for the faint of heart, okay? It's not a look for anybody who's like, I'm just gonna throw on like a little bit of tinted moisturizer and like go to Christmas. No, we're not doing that. This year is 2021 and we're going all out, okay? We're going all out. We're doing the most and we're not gonna stop at the most. We're gonna keep going. Anyways, this is one of my, no, it's not one of my, it is my favorite look I've ever done. And I think I've said that on my channel before. It was a lie. It was a lie because this is my favorite look I've ever done. I wanted to do a look that I'll pop up, actually 2 pictures of here. One was of Michaela, one was of Shay Mitchell. Ariel did this one. Mario did this one. They're both amazing. They're both stunning, but I wanted to create it on my face and then show you guys how to do it because I feel like a lot of the time, I feel like they're gatekeeping information. Don't come at me. I just want other tips and tricks, but I looked through 1,010 videos. I did a lot of research and then just practiced on my face, and I show you guys exactly how to do this. The products I use, obviously they'll be linked down below as well. It was a lot of fun, but this is also more so a teaching style of video. So if you came to like listen to me be my crazy normal self, there is some of that, but there's also like me teaching, me showing you how to do things, and me like really trying to focus and like get this snatched look. So without further ado, here's the video. I hope that you guys enjoy, and comment and let me know what you think because I think it's amazing. I really do. And I hope that it looks as good in camera as it does in person because it's stunning. So anyway, there you go. I thought that this would be like a really cute new setup because I'm sitting here at my makeup vanity. So I have all my makeup around me. I have my makeup bag and then I have, you know, drawers of my makeup. So it's easier for me to just do it here. And I actually haven't done it here in months and months. And I even told my parents, I was like, I think I'm gonna get rid of my makeup vanity. But I don't think I am now because this is so nice to just sit here and feel like I'm getting ready with you guys and you guys can feel like you're getting ready with me. You know what I mean? Anyways, so today I saw this look. I was actually going to do one by Ariel, which I posted about in the community tab. By the way, if you're not very like active in the community tab, you totally should be because I post on there not like super often, but I post like questions to you guys and I always respond. But anyway, I'm prepping my lips with the Kapari Lip Glossy. It's kind of like an Aquaphor vibe. My lips are super dry because it's been so cold and dry and rainy here. But if you guys like the setup, you know, you can see my Christmas tree. You can see that's where I usually film, is over there. But I just thought this was cute and it's like all about my business, so that's cute. Also, these not work for like anybody else because they do not work for me. They will not hold my hair. Also, I was like, I need to wear a black shirt and be cute because it's gonna be like a glam look, but it's so hot. Okay, so I've prepped my skin with the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion, and I just thought, okay, now that I've done the base, I'll get into my SPF. Obviously, even though this is an SPF and like you're supposed to wear SPF every day, I wear this every day because it's stunning and looks phenomenal on my skin. I like the way that it feels. I like the way that it looks. I do use quite a bit. It doesn't actually give you any coverage, but nevertheless, I like the way that it looks. Also, I don't know why my eyes look so blue on camera because they're not blue in the slightest. They're very green. Anyway, I'm mixing it with my Debronzy, obviously. Slathering this on my face. Also, I did my brows this morning, so I was trying to like have a lamination moment and then like fill them in, but I only filled in one eyebrow. And then I didn't laminate them, so I don't really know. Then I was like, I'm gonna go work out. I'm either gonna use the nude sticks or the Shiseido. But I kind of want to try the nude sticks because I already know that I love the Shiseido and I've wanted to try this for a hot minute. No, I'm not. It's going to be full glam. I'm using Shiseido. Actually, I did try that. Anyways, I'm going to use Shiseido. This is in the shade 340 Oak. And I'm just going to dot it on my face. I pumped out way too much. Why'd I do that? But anyway, because it is more of a like glam look that I'm going for, I want it to be glam, obviously. I don't want to go in with like skin tint and then just do a little bit of concealing wherever I need concealing. Like, we're having a moment here. This is event, holiday, bronze goddess, amazing, stunning, revolutionary. Everyone wants to know how you got to look like that. Look, like this isn't a little cute moment that's just like I'm running to the grocery store. This is, I'm going to the Met Gala. I'm going to pick up my Grammy. You know what I mean? Also, I know you guys are going to ask the color on my nails. It's Wicked by Essie. The mirror in this Refi bronzer is stupidly good. Like, such a clear mirror. I'll pick up just a little bit more. because I do have redness I'm wanting to cover. Tomorrow I'm going to get PRP and microneedling, which I'm a little nervous about just because it's like a quite intense thing, you know? But I'm excited. Like, I'm super excited because I'm ready for these acne scars or these hyperpigmentation to be gone. I want new collagen. Oh, I almost got that on my shirt. I want new collagen. I want all the good things. You know what I mean? Okay, now that I've got the base done, actually that's a complete and total lie. I don't have the base done. I do not have the base done in the slightest. Now that I have my foundation on and my skin prep is underneath, I'm obviously going to go with my concealer. You already know the one I'm going to use, the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer in the shade S1 Shockery or Shickery. We still don't know. I know what I'm going to call this video. I just thought of it. The makeup look that will make you look better than everyone else at Thanksgiving. No, holiday festivities. Perfect. Okay, dokie. I need to go in with some sort of cream bronzer that's trustworthy. We love her. We love a milk makeup moment. I always forget about this bronzer. I don't know why, but I do. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Duo Complexion brush, and I always put it on here. I just really like this one. It has a bit of a stiffer formula, but the way that it goes on my skin, I don't know, like it just works really well, and I like the way that it looks. I like that it's stiffer. I really do, because I feel like it's an easy product to work with. You can build it up easy, but it doesn't have so much pigment. The only thing that I would say about the Refi ones is that if you were a beginner to makeup, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to work with because they're very pigmented. Like, I'm talking pigmented. So, okay, this is the serious part. Everyone listen up. And by everyone, I mean myself, because I honestly am not very good at this. I want my cheekbones to be chiseled, but not in a way that's like lifting. I want them to be chiseled in like a, is she perhaps, maybe, actually, I think yes, Bella Hadid. And she has a lower contour, and honestly, I do too. But no, like, actually, I really do have a lower contour line. And that's just like my actual face shape. And so I'm going to go along that line rather than where everybody's like, oh, do it, lift it up. Is this going to be makeup that you would wear, like I said, to the grocery store? Maybe. Who's the grocery store? You know what I mean? But definitely something that you would wear to an event. Event makeup. Holiday makeup. Makeup if you want to go outside and you want to take pictures of yourself and you're like, oh, they'll be looking good. That kind of makeup. So anyway, I'm just patting this along the line where I want to be snatched, contoured, having a moment. Anyways, then you're like, oh, Katie, it's quite a bit, but really, it's not. And I'm building it up slowly. And then what I'm going to do is take my beauty blender. It's actually not a beauty blender, it's the Ariel sponge. And go over everything to make it look very diffused and flawless and phenomenal and life-changing, you know? Not to tip my own horn, but it does look phenomenal. I'm going to continue to add just a tad bit more bronzer on my cheeks because I just want them to be very chiseled. Like, that's the look that I'm going for. So if you're doing this, then you're going to also want to do a chiseled cheek moment. So don't be scared to like go in there and layer it up, because what I find is whenever I use this, specifically this product, now if it's more pigmented, you probably want to be a little bit more careful. But if I use too much, then I'm not scared to go in and like add quite a bit more, because it does easily blend away with, or not blend away, but blend in really nicely with the beauty sponge. It's just a really good product. I haven't tried much from Milk Makeup. I think that actually might be the only thing I've tried from Milk Makeup. But I like it a whole lot. And people used to talk about it all the time, and now I never hear anyone talk about it. I'm going to use the other side of this complexion brush, dip in the same bronzer, and I'm going to start my nose contour because my nose is a little wide at the end, okay? And I don't really like it. So, what are we doing? Barely dipping in and going up. Now that I've done that, I'm just going to take my beauty sponge and pat, pat, pat all around. And then once I have like actual bronzer on, it's going to look a little bit more cohesive as well. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I look a bit crazy right now, that's part of the process. That's like the goal. I'm back and I have my powder. I got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, obviously. I'm going to be, I think this is where a lot of people mess up. I think a lot of people are just like, oh, I need to bake, I need to do X, Y, and Z right now. But what I would recommend is working in small layers. So I go in with a light dusting on the Morphe A22 brush of my powder under my eyes and around my pores. Then, once we go in with bronzer and that sort of stuff, then if you're like, oh, I want to bake now because I want to look extra snatched, that's the time to do that. It's not the time to bake now. And you're like, Katie, why would you say that? Why should I listen to you? Well, I spend a lot of time watching and learning from makeup artists, and I find that a lot of them do that. So you don't have to listen to me, but it could be a good idea. I'm just relaying the information, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna bronze the skin. And to do that, I'm going to be using, I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna be using to bronze the skin. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my bronzer now. I also left it over there on the floor because I always get ready on the floor. This is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and this is in the shade 2. I love this bronzer because it's really light, but it's super easy to build up, so you don't have to worry about, like, I don't know, having really pigmented bronzer and then having to blend out a ton of, you know, warm tones on your face, because it's not, like, the best scenario to be put in. So, I really like this one. It's really easy to build up. It's really stunning. I'm using it on a Morphe and Ariel A21 brush. It just gives nice warmth to the face. It looks really pretty. And I'm just kind of doing it over the contour that I already applied, which is still a bronzer shade, but it just looks really nice. Then I'm also going to go in with my eyeshadow brush. This is an A11, and I'm going to take, now it's not necessarily time for eyeshadow, but I was watching Patrick Starr. There's so many Patricks in the industry, like Patrick Cha, Pat McGrath, Patrick Starr. Like, there's a bunch of Pats. But anyway, he starts his nose contour blending in, like, upwards towards the eyeshadow, or towards the eyebrow, sorry. So I'm taking the bronzer, blending it in really lightly up towards my eyebrow on both sides, and that starts the illusion, if you can already tell, of having a slimmer nose. Having a slimmer nose, looking super snatched and really diffused. I love this brush because it gives you that illusion. Now I'm taking the same bronzer down the nose to give that snatched look. So then you can kind of see the contour goes from in my eye at the eyebrow, down the nose, and then the nose is contoured. And so everything is very cohesive because we use the same bronzer. So the bronzer is on the perimeter of my face, the bronzer's in my eye, bronzer's down my nose. Then we're gonna take the same brush and use it as a transition shade in the crease. So now everything continues to look more and more cohesive, which I love. And I feel like it's very flattering for absolutely anybody. So just pick a bronzer shade that you feel like is best for you. I usually have medium olive skin tone. So I absolutely love this one. But I know people who have light and darker skin tones and they love this as well. And I am blending just as my crease shade. So below my eyebrow on the outer perimeter. But it's towards my eyebrow up here, remember, because it goes into the nose contour. So I'm continuing to do that, building up the crease shade just a little bit. We don't want anything too dark. We just want everything to be very cohesive. Then I kind of flick it out. So there's none right here right below my eyebrow, but then it starts here, and I'm just kind of flicking it out. So now you look at the big picture and it's like, okay, everything kind of is becoming more and more cohesive. It looks really nice, etc. So I'm kind of a psychopath and I go in randomly and do these things, but it just makes sense in my mind. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe and Ariel A19 brush, dip into the same bronzer. And then I just put it on the lower lash line. I'm actually going to use the other side of this brush. It's still the same brush, it's just the other side. And kind of just use a lot because I love a smoky lower lash line. I think it's stunning, and yeah. Okay. Now, before I move on to eyes or anything like that, I'm going to put on my blush. I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury Ecstasy because it's just a blush that I find really universally flattering and really flattering on my skin tone. I use it every time I do my makeup. Like, even if I try not to do it, I still use Ecstasy because I just think that it's so stunning. So I just kind of go up on my cheekbones and bring it up in this sort of motion, and bring it up on the top of my temples and working it down on my actual cheekbones. And a lot of people are like, oh, your apples, your cheeks. I'm like, no, girl, the cheekbone itself. Then I do a lot of light dusting on my nose because obviously that looks stunning. Now, because we are going GLAM glam, baby, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder for under eyes and face. And this is just her setting powder, and it is her loose setting powder. So you hear a lot of people talk about the pressed setting powder, the airbrush flawless finish, this one. But I absolutely love the pressed powder. So because we're doing something a little bit more glam, I want to secure everything in my, oh, there's a fuzz. Secure everything that I've already laid down and make sure that it's looking stunning. We don't want anything out of place. We don't want anything looking crazy. Some people says that this doesn't smell good, but I really think it smells like powder. It ain't no Cody Airspun, I'll tell you that. It ain't no Cody Airspun kind of scenting on gag you in the bathroom when you're 12 years old. Anyways, I'm pressing that in under my eyes, and I'm going up just a little bit past my eye. So under my eye and a little bit up past my eye to be snatched and glam, baby. A little bit on my chin, anywhere that you want to brighten up, and then also in the center of my forehead because we want to be bright. Here, and then down the sides of my nose, here, here, and a little bit around my mouth because and she gets crepey. Very key element in all of this. I'm actually going to use this one from Desi. I'm going to use the Desi Do Me Over Prep, Set, and Refresh Face Mist. So now that I have everything locked in, there's powder on my hand, I'm going to use this to just secure everything, then go in with my beauty sponge, tap it all out. And that really, really, really makes a big difference and makes everything look way more flawless. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to eyes, and for this I'm going to be using the KKW Beauty Matte Palette. Is this just called like the Matte Brown Cocoa, isn't it? This is the Matte Cocoa Palette from KKW Beauty. They don't sell this anymore because KK Beauty is like currently redoing everything, but it's just a plain like matte palette. So Makeup by Mario has one, or you can just find similar shades. It's not anything like necessarily special. It's just the only matte palette that I have. And everything in here is going to be matte, obviously. So I'm going to dip into this shade right here. And also work that right below my crease just a little bit. So all over my lid and right below my crease. And I'm just going to do this really simple and cute moment. Now, Michaela in that picture, the picture I showed you first, she had like a pretty heavy outer corner wing kind of vibe going on, which was stunning. But I don't want to wear false eyelashes today. I never actually do wear false eyelashes. And this is not my journey. So I'm blending this up, making everything look really cohesive and cute. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to take this brush also from the Morphe and Ariel collection, and this is the A20 brush. And I'm going to dip into a darker chocolatey brown shade, probably maybe this one and this one, and work those into the outer corner slowly. So I'm doing like light taps and working those really slowly into the outer corner. And I'm doing it with my eye open so I can see where it's going to be whenever I have my eyes open, because I don't walk around with my eyes closed, right? So I'm not walking around for no good reason, just being like, did you see my eyeshadow today? So I'm working that into the crease. And that's a really good trick too if you don't already do that. If you don't keep your eye open while you're doing your eye makeup, then that will definitely help you. And then obviously, like, I have some creases, so I do have to close just so I can blend in the creases. But for the majority of it, I keep my eye open, and I'll do the same thing on the other side, so everything matches up. And then I'll show you another little trick that I like to do if I'm doing like a smoky wing, because a lot of the times I can get my left side to be like perfect, and my right side is a little bit more stubborn. Also, something easier to do if you're like not very good at blending, but you have one specific brush, like the I gotta never remember the name. The A11 brush just helps me blend everything. So if you're like, okay, I don't know how the heck to blend anything, or like I'm not very good at it, finding a good brush like that, and then just packing on product with like a more dense brush like this one, then going in with the fluffy brush and blending it out. That's like a good hack, is because this will blend everything out very seamlessly. And sometimes those other brushes that are more dense aren't as easy to blend out, but it's easier to pack on product. Like, you're not going to get a ton of product payoff with something that's so fluffy and light, but you will with something that's super dense. I guess I'm going to go in with this brush again. This is the double-sided A19 brush, and I'm going to pick the lightest shade in the palette, which is this like creamy bone shade, and I'm going to put it with my eyes open, obviously, here in the inner corner with my eye open so I can see what part I'm making the brightest. And as you can see, that really opened my eyes. Like, just by doing that, adding some to the inner corner, not too much, keeping it like light and simple does the most. And then if you're like, oh, I went overboard, it was a bit too harsh, grab your fluffy brush, blend everything out. Boom. Now I'm going to grab my favorite under eye brush of all time. It's from a Morphe as well, and it's just from the Rose Gold collection. It looks like this. And I'm going to grab the transition shade that I used and then a little bit of that brown and go right under my lower lash line to create a bit of a smokier eye. Okay, now this part's completely optional. I do feel like that the bottom lashes, or the bottom part made a big difference. This part's completely optional, but I do want to do it just to like do it. I'm going to go in with that dark brown shade again, just like any of these dark brown shades will work. I'm kind of mixing them all. And stamping it on the outer corner and dragging it up to create kind of like a wing. And then blending it up like this to create like a smoky wing kind of vibe. And it's not like an actual wing. It's just a kind of a stamp to give you the illusion of a wing, if that makes sense. And then I'll blend that out in just a second. And I'm doing that straight up like wherever your eyebrow is. I'm doing it from like the corner of your eye to your eyebrow on both sides, so it's even. And now doing this, I'm going to take the A20 brush and use the tapered end of it and just kind of flick what I just did towards the work we just did on the entire eye. So we just created that little line, and now I'm flicking it upwards so it kind of looks like a wing moment, like you maybe used like a stencil or you maybe used tape or something. Now I'm going to go in and diffuse that so it doesn't look like we just drew a line, which is what we did, but we don't want it to look like that. We don't want people to know our secrets. Got a secret, can you keep it? Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with that double-sided brush, go in with the lightest shade that you have in your palette or whatever, and go right into the brows. She's gonna be clean. I'm gonna finish my eyebrows. And by eyebrows, I mean just the left one, because I didn't do it for some unknown reason. I'm gonna finish my eyebrow, and then I'm going to come back to show you all what mascara I'm gonna be using. You can do false lashes if you want, obviously, but I don't really own any, and I just always wear mascara anyways. So I'm gonna finish my eyebrow, and then I'll show you guys my lip. By the way, if you want an eyebrow tutorial, I have one. It's only 7 minutes long, shows exactly what I do, and the products I use are linked in it as well. Okay, so I finished my eyebrows, and I'm going to do my lip and then my eye makeup. What? I finished my eyebrow. Now I'm going to do my lip and show you guys that, and then I'm going to do my mascara. Okay, so from the lips, obviously they both had on like nude lips, and that's what I want to go with this look. So, that being said, I'm going to go in with the lip liner from... I don't want you guys to be able to see that. That's not cute. From Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm going... Where's my roller? Oh. From Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm going to be using the shade Iconic Nude. Which, TBH, is iconic. Okay, so I didn't overlap my lips or anything. I just went with my natural lip line. And now I'm going to go in either with Tom Ford Sable Smoke, but I might do an affordable option just because everything's been so expensive. This is Nude Truffle from, no it's not, I lied to you. It's Truffle Tease from Maybelline. It's shade 930 Truffle Tease. It looks like this right here. I've used a bunch, and I'm just going to dab on the center. Did I use anything affordable? Anyways. Oh, yeah, my brows are affordable. Okay, that's cute. But I'm going to need some warmth. I'm going to go in with a nude from, obviously, Fun Beauty. I also had a moment over here, which I may still use. But I'm going to use a nude. I feel like I could actually do anything with my life. Excuse me. Oh my lord. Okay, that's cute. Also, my lips were so dry and this feels so good. Not to toot my own horn, but it's a great formula. I'm going to put in a moment in the middle. because it's lighter. Okay, I look a little crazy. But it's because I don't have my mascara on. So, Merit Beauty was actually kind enough to send me all of their products, and no joke, this is the prettiest mascara I've actually ever seen. Actually. Why is it stunning? Like, what the heck? But I was like, it has a fluffy wand, so I may mix this one with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I don't know. This is a tubing formula. Okay, do you see already? Literally within seconds. I feel like mascara just brought everything together. And then obviously if you wanted to do lashes, this lip is stunning. Oh my gosh, this lip is stunning. No joke. Like, that looks so... Am I Kimberly? Maybe so. Anyway, if you wanted to do lashes, I feel like that would just take it to the next level. But it would also be like, I don't know, maybe like office party, Christmas party, New Year's. Because makeup already goes like pretty dang hard, you know? And then if we're like adding lashes, would anyone be able to stop us? No. Okay, she's cute. I'm gonna do the other eye, obviously, and we'll reconvene. Me and you, we will, okay? Okay, listen up very carefully. This is by far, hands down, the most glam I've ever felt in my entire life, and I didn't even mean to. It's a random Thursday. And like, literally, for what did I go so hard? Like, why did I go so hard on this look? Why? I want to know. I'm questioning my own self. Literally, quite literally, this is the best look I've ever done in my entire life. How hot is it in here? 73 degrees. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I'm speechless, and that's rare. I feel so confident. I feel like, you know what I mean? It just feels so good. Like, I feel like my face looks good. I look like I could be ready for me and Kimberly, obviously Kardashian, to be on the cover of Vogue. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What was that? I don't know what to say. It's just stunning. And I was going to take it off, and I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to wear it all day long. For no reason. Sitting on the couch. Anyways, all jokes aside, it is stunning. It's phenomenal. I hope that you try this, because if you don't, here's my thing. I was like, oh, I'm not that excited to film this makeup look. Like, whatever, I'm not that good. Apparently I am. Okay, apparently I'm really good at it. But I feel like I broke it down really easy for you guys. And you can go back and rewatch anything you didn't understand, or you could, like, watch it and... I don't know, I tried to explain it really well for you all. But anyways, I just feel like this is the best look I've ever done, and I just feel so good. And if it doesn't come out good on camera, I'm going to cry. But, yeah, this is stunning. The monochromatic, like everything, and then the way that I have a darker lip liner with a lighter, like, in the lip, it's just everything to me. And then if you did want to do lashes, like, I'm afraid that, like, everyone in your family, everyone that you ever saw for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's would absolutely pass away. So if you're trying to keep your family members alive, maybe don't do this, because they'd be like, oh, you look too good. That's it, you look too good. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna cry. Anyways, yeah, this is it. I'm not gonna keep rambling on, even though I have rambled on for a while now. I'm not gonna keep rambling on because it's already a long video, but I so hope that you enjoyed it. I so hope that you actually do this makeup look and that you love it. And, you know, you can tweak things. If a bronzer's too warm for you, then, you know, use a cooler bronzer or whatever it is. If you don't have that specific eyeshadow palette, just use a neutral eyeshadow palette. Make use of the things that you have to create a really monochromatic look, and I feel like that's just easy. It's not that like I used so many shades or did so many things. It was really more so the technique of doing things and the way of applying the makeup and setting the makeup and just really practicing on my face shape that I feel like changed and helped my makeup look the best. I can also do one of these that's like this same general makeup look but toned down a little bit, because this is like full glam. Like, she's beat to the high heavens. Like, she's been going through some things, and she came out tonight to play. Okay, so that's just kind of the way that I feel with that. If you enjoy this lip makeup look, please like. Why do I sound like I'm begging? I'm not begging, but like, if you want to, go ahead and like it. You know, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 6,000, so that's pretty crazy and amazing. All the products that I use will absolutely be linked down below as always. And I hope that you enjoyed today's video, because I did. Because dang. That's what it makes me feel. Okay, anyway, have a good day.